Five, four, three, two, one. We live, bro.
All right, what up, everybody? Welcome back to another week of Football Fan Talk on GLX Sports. I am your host, Big G. Everybody else, introduce yourself.
Who it is? It's the Prophet, LaFleur.
3, 2. Hey, what's up with it? This is Big Shan. You know what I'm saying? In the house. I'm coming to you live on the train. You know what I mean? Celebrating my son's little 10th birthday. So might be a little spotty. So I apologize in advance.
Yeah, it's your boy Raider Mike, on here on Boys Show GLX Sports and ready to get cracking.
All right. Looks like we got a lot to talk about last week, man. We had a few things going on. You know, you Raider fans, boy, it's been a long season. I'm surprised you guys are still kind of hanging in there as far as on the front, staying in the division, being near the top. But you guys had another incident. We got COVID cases. We got, gun-wielding football players. It's all over the map. But first off, we might want to get into Damon Arnett, talk a little bit about that. You guys being Raider fans, I'm going to just sit back and listen for a minute, let you guys weigh in on it.
Well,
So, Raider Mike, since you got the namesake, tell us what you think about that.
Well, like I said, they said when somebody shows you themselves, believe it. Now, that's the bad case of drafting a player that the Raiders had no business drafting because he's already had the red flags before you drafted him. Man wrecked 3 rent-a-cars while he's on the team. I mean, he's irresponsible. He's immature. He shouldn't have been that high of a draft pick. We should have drafted Travion Diggs, who Dallas Cowboys drafted in the second round. That's who we should have drafted. That was the quarterback we supposed to have drafted. So, I mean, he had all these red flags, and Mike Mayock said he that was on him. He messed up. Yeah, it is on you. It's on you.
At least he admitted it.
He admitted it that you guys talking about you wanted high character players, you wanted players that love football. Well, this fool online threatening death threats to somebody and brandishing having a weapon online. I mean, haven't he learned anything about social media? Really? I mean, it's just been a problem. Okay, Ruggs was one thing that he just did. He did a stupid thing, and he's paying for his. He's going to pay for his consequences. Hopefully, because his image is squeaky clean. When they went out and drafted him, I had no problems with them drafting him. They didn't have nothing, no dirt on him. They didn't have nothing on him. Arnett, they did, and I just felt that was a draft pick that we just wasted. We wasted a first round draft pick on Damon Arnett. Because he never stayed healthy and he just wasn't the mature enough player that we thought we were getting, that they thought that they could kind of, mold. But, that's all I got to say about that. But all in all, we still got to play football Sunday, and everybody know we getting up for that game. So it's all good. Like I said, we still got to perform because we're professional. They're professional.
Indeed. Young G. What you got to say about that?
My take on that, honestly, I mean, as a younger Raiders fan, I didn't really see like everything when they were like winning and stuff back in the day. But taking a player like Damon Arnett, I see like why, like back in the day, I mean, looking at the Raiders, they took chances on those players who were like, they had a little edge to them, I guess. But even still, they had the right. I guess they had the right coaching around them, the right head office. I mean, shit, even Al Davis, rest in peace. But like nowadays, with like I alluded to last week, with the kids being younger coming into the league, that whole like, because you got to think about it now like kids, they'll be training to get into the NFL from the time they're like 8 years old. So like them thinking they all tough and all hard and stuff like that because they never were necessarily like tried in certain situations. Because in some situations, when people know you're gonna make it out, They're gonna kind of try and protect you and whatnot. So you know that invincible feeling. And now that you have all this fame, this money, and then let alone playing in a city like Las Vegas, like, I mean, you're gonna feel like shit. I'm on top of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's it called? I mean, honestly, with the whole Damon Arnett thing, I feel like they did the right thing. I mean, shit. At the end of the day, they got enough drama going on in that organization. Also, at the same time, Damon Arnett, he wasn't playing up to his first round, you know what I'm saying? His first round potential talent, however they viewed him as. I feel like
was he on the IR?
I think so, but even still, like before that, what's it called? When we signed Casey Hayward and moved Damon Arnett to the bench, you know what I'm saying? Like we tried to give him chance again to see if he'll develop into even something like, you know, even like a viable corner. That didn't work out, you know. So I knew going into this season after us signing Casey Hayward, Trayvon Mullen developing a lot better. What's it called? Who else? Oh, even with the addition of Nate Hobbs, that corner that we drafted in that late round. Who else? Amik Robinson, like those players developed. Damon Arnett kept sliding down the depth chart. I knew eventually we were going to get rid of him. I didn't think it would be for this reason, but you know, I just feel like this whole season for the Raiders, I mean, it's definitely going to be one of those you look back on if they do make it out the AFC West. They're gonna look back at this and be like, "Damn, this was a hell of a season," because so much shit has just happened to this organization.
It'd be a turning point.
Crazy.
If it skyrockets and it goes better, this is a turning point, man, because they've been through the fire.
But this that whole like what you would expect with them moving to Vegas, right? And like only the Raiders would take that lure of moving to Vegas with the big stadium and what's to come, because you know all them motherfucking youngsters, like, bro, we talking about young kids coming out of the hood and becoming multi-million-dollar motherfuckers and not knowing how to manage money and shit in Sin City. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, like, I love Ruggs, like what he brought to the team, but what do you need to be doing $156 in a residential neighborhood for in Vegas? Like, where are you going, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, now on the strip, you're not doing $156. So, like, really, you just moving, crawling, looking good. You know what I mean? But outside of that, like, and then the Arnett thing, like, it's just all what's coming to moving to Vegas, and I think that's part of the greater ploy to get the Davis family out of control of the number one the top 5 selling franchise merchandise team in the NFL. You know, because win, lose, or draw, the Raiders merchandise sell like a motherfucker, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they still mad at Al Davis for working with Jerry Jones and pimping the shit out of the system. But they brought all that brand franchise stuff to him. Hey, Coke, you want to sell soda in my stadium? We'll put your brand over here. Pepsi, what about you? You know what I mean? But Al Davis, you know, for lack of better terms, to your point, G, remember when we was talking about this, they the brokest motherfuckers in NFL. They not billionaires. They don't have the Robert Kraft money. They don't have that like industry money behind them. They're millionaires where everybody else is billionaires. You know what I mean? But they looked at like poor white trash like, man, y'all ain't that money. You know what I mean? I don't even know why you got that team and y'all got that merchandise that everybody want. We need to get that out of your hands so we can show you how to handle it. You know, so like for me, I was against them moving to Vegas, not because they was leaving the Raiders, but I was like, bruh, Mark Davis is a recovering addict, man. You know what I'm saying? So he don't know what bad look like, man. You know what I'm saying? So why move to Vegas?
Man, I tell you what, man, that's like an overall picture. But as far as talking about this Arnett issue, let's just break it down into the microcosm. I mean, I'm all for a young black man making it out the hood, taking care of his family and all that type of stuff. But every now and then there's just cats that just seem like a bad apple, man. You know what I mean? This dude, you gotta look at it. Last month he had a hit and run incident that left a woman injured. You know what I mean? And then in May, he had an incident with the valet where he didn't have his ticket to get his car, and he was trying to threaten the valet to get his card. I don't know if it got physical or not, but then you had that, and then he went to St. Thomas Aquinas High School, and he played football there. And Chris Carter kind of mentored him a little bit. And when he was at Ohio State, he was having issues with the coaching staff, and it's like everywhere he go, he have issues, man. So that just looked like it was a bad pick, because somebody in his shoes, you got to be on the straight and narrow. You know what I mean? You can't keep having issues time and time again when you know you're the problem child. So hopefully him getting cut is a thing that's going to make him look in retrospect and try to better himself, man. You know what I mean? But by the looks of things, because the gun he was showing on camera, man, it wasn't a 22, it wasn't a 9mm. You know what I'm saying? That dude had a big thing ready to put some work in. So
sticky.
Hopefully things will get better for that cat. But enough of him. Let's move on, because we got somebody else who seems to be getting a little trouble, but I don't think his is going to be the same. Dalvin Cook. He had a female come forward, and she said, he grabbed her arm, threw her on the couch, slammed her face on a coffee table, causing her forehead to bust open and all this. And then for him, he is adamant that didn't happen. He's saying when the truth comes out, everybody's going to see that she's lying, and, so on and so forth. So, what are you guys' opinion on that one? Has anyone really looked into that?
I just seen a little bit of it. I didn't see the whole thing on it, but that's what these players see. They put themselves in these positions when they start messing with these women, and these players are, they ain't all, they get gullible. They easy to get put in that situation. You gotta, sometimes some women you just gotta leave alone. Y'all want to mess with them ones is the high maintenance, the one who, this is what it comes along with that. You might not want to give her the money she asked you for, and there you go. They put, if they put it out there, they gonna take it serious. The league gonna look into it.
Yeah, but the thing with this one, like even his lawyer said that this female became emotionally abusive and physically abusive with him and confrontational with him. Well, and repeatedly attempted to provoke him.
Man, bro, well, that's the seems like I said, I don't play the hitting game. Any girl that is going to put hands on you and you don't put hands on her, you have to leave her alone. Yep. Period. You got to get away from her. That's just bottom line. You can't even negotiate. Once your hands go on me, we're done.
Look, I was going to say something to that effect. Like, back in the day, cats would shake the female, Chris Rock style, whatever. Now it's just like, leave it alone, because you going under the bank, you know what I mean? And so females are getting even more aggressive with the situation, and to the point where they call dudes bitches, punks, and all that type shit, until somebody sock them, and then all of a sudden it's like, I can't believe you hit me. I don't care what you say, no woman deserved that, blah, blah, blah. So, I think like Dalvin Cook is smart enough to know better, but at the same time, I know that there's some of these women that are like, oh, hell no, especially if she's aggressive, slamming her head on a coffee table. If it's a glass table, was the table broken, or did she just find a mirror and just, you know what I'm saying, put work?
The thing is, there's no police reports to prove nothing she's saying.
Yeah, like, so it's like, if it was that serious, she would have called the cops,
Exactly.
And there's a lot of time nowadays where the females is an after effect, like, after all the shit I did and this, he ain't getting away with that. And they like, oh, all you got to do, girlfriend, is this, and that, and I'm not one of those cats that's like, you know what, bitches ain't shit or whatever the case is. But I do know in this time that people are trying to get paid. You could go on Instagram, you could go on Facebook, and it's 1,000 females talking about how dumb these athletes are and how you could get paid, and all that type stuff. I'm not saying she's one of them, you know what I'm saying, at all, because I don't want nobody coming after me. But I'm just saying some of the shit don't line up. You know what I mean? Like, dude ain't been in trouble before. He don't have an aggressive past when it comes to relationships and females. But it's mighty convenient that, he slammed my head on the coffee table. Oh, that's all he did, and he just realized he was going too far. You know what I mean? If you upset, you upset, bro. We all been there to where we're like, damn, look what I've done in our younger days. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't
man,
just
no head on no coffee table.
you
I ain't
said
doing
what?
none of that. I ain't did none of that.
None of us done that. But what I'm saying is, it's like if you gonna
Never.
slam somebody's head in the coffee table, a glass coffee table, bro, it's gonna be more than just a little corner mark. Is all I'm saying.
Yeah, we're talking about an NFL running back, bro. This ain't no average run of the mill strength type cat. If he putting somebody's head through a coffee table, man, it's gonna be some damage.
That's all I'm saying. Girl, like, that's one of those, girl, I don't want to mess with my face. Oh, we just gonna tap your head lightly, and we'll be
okay. Tap your head lightly.
We don't know what happened, but I mean, come on, man. Face through a coffee table.
Some of that, what was that? What was that movie with Martin Lawrence?
A thin line.
What?
Thin lines, he love and hate. He said, you shouldn't have done that to me.
Right.
Broke her, separated her shoulder, punched herself in the face with them little balls and that little. I was like,
so anybody got anything else on that before we move on?
I got a little something, just my little quick take from it. Like, just from reading up a little bit that I did earlier today. I mean, like y'all said, there wasn't a police report made, so that right there brought the question to me. It was just like a lot of I hate to say it, but a lot of women in my generation, they chasing a bag. You know what I'm saying? Like, there are not every single one, or whatever, not all of them, but the ones that do, when they see that they plan not working or something like that, they got to resort to some shit like this. You know what I'm saying? I think of it like that. I kind of think of this situation, although it's not the same per se as far as violence. But you remember that whole, did you read about PJ Washington on the Hornets? What happened to him?
Yeah.
I'd like similar situation like that where, like, girl had a baby by him, got married to him, and then as soon as the baby was born, you know what I'm saying, she divorced him and took half his shit. And then he's stuck, for the 18 years doing all this for her. You know what I'm saying? Ooh. I feel like this situation is kind of similar in the sense where I think of it as like, because they said it was his ex-girlfriend, right? So maybe, you know what I'm saying, some shit went down. He was like, all right, I'm done. She was like, oh, you think so? Dude, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like those high-profile athletes, women think like, oh, I got him. Like, he gonna rock with me forever, da-da-da-da-da. But realistically, sometimes, men, we pick up on that, oh, she's not genuine type shit. And if we feel that, we're gonna want to leave the situation for the most part, And I feel like that very much could be a variable in it. But at the same time, like, my biggest red flag is, if he put your head through a coffee table, how the hell did you not want to call the police?
Well, and how the hell are you even normal? And not only that, but she also said he beat her with a broomstick, man.
Exactly. And you saying all of this, and you mean to tell me that what's it called? Dalvin Cook, who, if you look at Dalvin Cook, he's never really been in any trouble like that. Like, seriously, like, right. If he has, I haven't read up anything about it. Even going to Florida State, and everybody knows Florida State is like party school. You know what I'm saying?
Kind of wild. Can be kind of wild.
Yeah, it can be kind of wild. And that man didn't get in no trouble at Florida State. Being in the league, being that number one running back in Minnesota, knowing like the history, like Minnesota doesn't have great history, but I mean, you follow him basically like a Adrian Peterson, and you're the closest thing that they've had to an Adrian Peterson since he left. You know what I'm saying? Like being that big, being all that, like you mean to tell me all of a sudden he's like, you know what, fuck this shit. I'm gonna fuck up my career in a sense. I think Dalvin Cook has a good head on his shoulders. I think I'm gonna give the man the benefit of the doubt because at the end of the day, he's never shown or he's never had those habits of being that type of person. I feel like realistically, like I said, I think this is all BS on my part. Like as far as like her trying to say all this,
like
I think she's trying to get a check. You know what I'm saying?
We'll
I think
see.
she's trying to get a check.
Because
We'll see when everything plays
man.
out.
She's a U.S. Army sergeant, man. She's not
Exactly.
like an average chick. You
See,
know what
I
I mean?
didn't even
Damn.
read into that part. So that being
Damn,
said
she's
as
a
well,
sergeant.
those
Yeah.
women in the Army are really aggressive. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. So
we gonna see, man. We gonna
we'll see
see.
how it plays out.
Look like
Get a
this. So,
check.
like, realistically, if he did all that, she would have been the first one to call, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wouldn't have waited. You know, like, you know, Lynn is the only cat that I know that was like, oh hell, this is gonna end up bad. Let me call the cops. You know, because he been through that shit, and they like the first one to call. That's the one we coming for. Like, you know, you're not gonna wait till after the fact, especially like, bruh. What female is gonna sit back and be like, this nigga tried to put my face through the coffee table and ruin my beauty? Oh hell nah. 911. Like, come on, man. That's the way I look at it, bro. Like, I mean, you know, I'm old school cat. I ain't trying to get in any trouble, but to sit back at the house and be like, you know, I think I should call the cops because he went too far. That's not today's time, bro, at all.
Yeah.
Especially with your face in the coffee table. And
I feel you, man. Well, let's move it right along, man. Next, our final little thing from the NFL gossip line. We got OBJ. He said he focused his teams he wants to be on to 3 teams, and they're the Saints, the Chiefs, and the Packers. Real quick, because we don't want to get into a whole full-blown discussion about this. Everybody, out of those 3 teams, let's just say which one we think would be the best fit for him and why. So, Shan, what you think?
Saints, Chiefs, and the Packers.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think it's going to be between the Saints and the motherfucking Chiefs.
Pick a team.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know.
No, I'm saying pick a team, man. That's all we're
gonna
gonna do. It's not multiple choice. Pick.
This was just you know, pointed to me, so I would probably go with the Saints.
Okay.
You know what I mean? For the simple fact that Watson's trying to rebuild himself, Odell's trying to rebuild himself. You know, like Mahomes, he's already the golden boy. It's like, you know, he may not be listening to reason type shit, but Watson will. I mean, Winston will. You know,
Well,
what I mean?
he out for the season.
He's going for the season.
No, but he's going to be the leader of that team overall. You know what I'm saying? And Odell, he don't need to be going from the 3rd team to a 4th team. He needs to find a home. You know what I'm saying? And like fucking around with your boy Rodgers, he's like, bro, you either gonna catch or not. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear all this shit. We don't need we don't know what his whole track record is. Why he worked well in the Giants with Mr. Manny and shit like that, and he couldn't fuck with Baker, and now he need to leave. But you know, go with Mahomes and shit. They don't have the structure that they need, and I don't know that Mahomes is the leader that he need to be right now, because they shit is falling apart.
All right, so you go with the Saints. Raider Mike, who you go with?
I'll say the Packers.
Okay, and why?
Because I feel Aaron Rodgers will get him the ball, and Aaron Rodgers will be the quarterback that can handle him and get him to do what he needs to do. I just think that he was in a bad situation in Cleveland. You know, and I just think that Baker Mayfield, I'm like I told you, remember I told you it had to be something up, you know, because you can still throw it to Peoples Jones. If you can't throw it to Odell Beckham that runs faster than him, that's a better athlete, you guys can't connect with him, but you can connect with everybody else. You seen that, right? You know, and then it just the best fit was to me is Aaron Rodgers, I believe, because it's better suited for his skill set, you know. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. They're better suited for his skill set, and he can really help that team get to where they want to go.
Who you choose?
Well, me, I'm gonna take the Chiefs. I think because, well, looking into it, the Chiefs are the only team that passed more than 60% of the time. And they've been trying to look for a replacement for Sammy Watkins since he went to the Ravens. And I mean, realistically, if you look at that offense, it's real stagnant because they're only going. Oh, Pat Mahomes is really only looking for Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. I mean, the other three receivers, I think they got Mecole Hardman, Pringle,
Robinson,
and Robinson. Those are like the three receivers that they've tried to use to replace a Sammy Watkins. Now, and I guess they have Josh Gordon, but Josh Gordon is a shell of himself from, you know what I'm saying, when he was playing in Cleveland or even when he was playing in New England, you know what I'm saying? So I think with him going to Kansas City, that takes a lot of pressure off of Pat Mahomes, takes a lot of pressure off of Kelce and Tyreek Hill. I mean, I think personally that would be a great fit for him because of how much they pass the ball. He's gonna get those targets. I feel like if he goes to Green Bay, granted, they don't really have a solid number 2 receiver, but at the end of the day, I think Devontae, he is Aaron Rodgers' go-to target. Devontae is gonna get those 15 to 20 targets a game type shit, and Odell's gonna be looking for it. Because if you look at Aaron Rodgers throughout his career, he always has his favorite target. He may spot up and hit somebody else. But Pat Mahomes, all he do is look down the field and see who open. He like, somebody down there, you know what I'm saying? He gonna toss it. I feel like Pat Mahomes is a better fit because Odell, I mean, shit, his catch radius is out the roof. And Tyreek Hill, he could be that deep threat. And Odell, he's not. I mean, I'm not saying Odell's slow, but like shit, he can take those mid, short, intermediate, and deep routes. Versus Tyreek Hill, majority of the time, either he's getting a screen or he's running a 9 or a post. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you add Odell, who has that route tree and all that. You don't necessarily have to, when you're in trouble, you don't have to look for a Travis Kelce who's double teamed. You can't double team Travis Kelce, Tyreek Hill, and Odell. Somebody gonna be open.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I feel like it's gonna help them out a lot.
Yeah. I agree.
Plus, I don't think Odell really wants to play up north.
Yeah, I agree with that 100%. I say definitely KC for one. I don't think Green Bay it's a football town only. I don't think Odell want to go from Cleveland to Green Bay. It's not good scenery for him.
Nope.
And then also KC's offense is way more diverse. The playbook is way more vast. You got smarter offensive minds over there. You got a cat that can design plays specifically for him. I mean, come on, man. Andy Reid, he designed plays for freaking
right now. They designing the disaster to lose right now.
Oh man. Well, we're gonna see Sunday. But that's
what I'm saying.
They design plays specifically for Mecole Hardman, man. Come on, man. That dude.
Exactly.
They do got a lot of plays.
See, my thing is this though too, right?
But Odell will be better suited there because Aaron Rodgers. Because what about when you double Devontae Adams? And then remember the tight end is out for the season. You need that.
Also, Odell, he likes to improvise his routes. Mm-hmm. See, I don't think you could do that in Green Bay.
You can't do that in Green Bay.
You can do that in KC though. That was part of his problem. They said with Cleveland, they said like Baker Mayfield would expect him to be a certain place, but he wouldn't be there because he improvises. So Aaron Rodgers ain't going for that shit, man.
Hell no.
Well, maybe Aaron Rodgers would be the quarterback that I think that could straighten him out though.
Well, that could work too, though.
Green Bay
You know?
offered him a minimum contract, but he's not going to take it. And the
Hell
only reason
no,
why
he
they
ain't taking
can't
that.
offer him any money because they just re-signed Devontae anyway.
Man, you know what? I know, let's see. I don't know how far we are in, but are we going to do our recap of the games for last week? If not, we can move straight into our picks, man. But if we do, because, we've been kind of long-winded tonight early on. If we do recaps from last week's games, let's kind of wrap them up quick. You know what I mean? If you guys want to do that, you guys down for that?
I'm down. Yeah,
You do it
mine
quick.
going to be
Real
quick
talk,
and
man.
easy.
So,
Real talk, man. They talking about we probably 10, 15 minutes out from Burbank. So I'm wrapping it up. So we could do that, but I might be like, hey, deuces in the middle of it. Just a heads up for y'all and shit.
okay. Right on. Well, we'll wrap it up real quick. I'll go first, give you an idea how long I wanted to be with this shit. My Cowboys, they ran into the Broncos last week. For me personally, I know every year, every team has a game where they have a stinker. I'm just going to chalk that up for the Cowboys. That was a stinker. Dak, a lot of people didn't take into account this was his first game back off that injury, so I don't think he was sharp. He was throwing balls in the dirt, throwing it over his receiver's head, and they're open. And, we couldn't even get 1 yard on like a 4th and 1. It was just a bad game. We didn't play good in any aspects of the game, offense, defense, or special teams. And the 2 touchdowns we scored at the end, those were garbage. We should have lost 30-something to nothing. Those last 2 touchdowns, I don't even count that. So we had a horrible game. We're going to bounce back this week. And that's it for me. Young G, what you got for me, man?
I took that Browns Bengals game. I really expected the Bengals to come out and kind of show out, and I guess kind of they're coming out to say that we can, actually run one of the day eventually run their division. But quickly I realized that the Bengals, they're missing that solid veteran leadership, especially I think it was 2 years ago they cut Carlos Dunlap, and that was like their longest tenured player for a minute. I feel like now, the Bengals, they're showing their youth. They're showing their inexperience as far as when it comes to winning games, really trying to fight and win and stuff like that. Sometimes I noticed they kind of got stagnant during the game as well. I will say this. I feel like, they do very much need a veteran presence. They do need, granted, I'm sure they have leaders in that locker room, but to have someone who,
All right, hey, man, I'm
you know
out,
what I'm saying,
man.
been in the league.
All right, Shan, man, enjoy it, bro.
All right, enjoy it.
I'll hit y'all up,
Yeah.
man.
All right,
All
dog. Yeah, I think what's it called? I feel like the Bengals, they need that veteran presence. Once they get that veteran presence, I feel like they'll be playing a lot better because they'll actually be able to keep their head on straight and stuff like that. Because I feel like when they get down, you can tell they kind of beat themselves up. Like, damn, I know we're better than this. But I still think they're a solid team. I think they'll be in for the wild card. Yeah, that's it. Jamar Chase, he had a bad game. Shit.
Yeah, Raider Mike, what you got?
Well, we gonna have to get on them Raiders. Coming off that bye week, I still don't know what it is about coming off a bye week, but then we got all this other stuff going on. But still, that has no excuse. We played. We had every opportunity to win that game. They gave us every opportunity to win that game. We had 400 yards of offense. They had 200 some yards of offense. Their car was off. He was, when I mean off, he was off the wall, everything. I mean, Waller running wide open in the end zone. No, it was a bad game. We're gonna just forget about that game. It was not a good game. Our defense came to play. Our offense, on the other hand, just did not do their job. They need to apologize to the defense for not taking advantage of a garbage New York Giants team. And I'm just gonna say it. Daniel Jones threw for $112, threw 15 passes. Derek Carr threw for almost 200 yards, but just think of how much he could have, if the passes that he missed, Derek Carr could have threw for 400 and some yards if he would have completed those passes. But he didn't. But I'm just going to take it like as a grain of salt and just toss it over the shoulder and let's get on Kansas City's helmet, this week because it's a division game. We must win this game. We have to we got to establish our dominance, and we got to start Sunday. We have to, and that's all I'm gonna say about it. I'm gonna leave it alone, Gregory.
Okay. Well, let me move to the side for 1 second so I can show you guys something. You know what I'm saying? That's that little crown. I got my first crown this week from winning the games. So I get to sit in this championship chair. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Finally.
No, you got, yeah.
I had to share the lead a couple times, but this week I was 10-4. Shan and Raider Mike was tied at 8-6. And Young G, woo, what's going on? Young Prophet LaFleur. You're 6-8, brother.
Hey, players fuck up. Players fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
That was Las Vegas was in the games this weekend, and I'm just telling
you. But I told you guys, I called that Raiders. I told you.
Raider game, yeah, for sure.
You know, after a bye week, they lose. I mean, no matter how it happens, this is 5 years in a row. And I got another one later on for a pick, you know what I mean, another little something that I might have to pull out the hat a little bit, you know. But we're going to move along for the first picks of the week, man. Let me get this all set. We'll get Shan's picks later. I'll get him to text me his picks, and then we'll go from there. But the disadvantage we have is we're picking live, and I know he's going to look at who we pick, and he's going to try to see what he like. So
he's going to run it back.
So for the viewing audience, if Shan win next week, just know that he piggybacked. He did not have any actual live picks.
We cannot confirm nor deny that he will piggyback, but we're so
exactly. So we're gonna start it off. We got the Ravens. They're visiting the Dolphins, and the Ravens are 9-0 in the last 9 meetings with the Dolphins against the spread. That's not even just like 9 straight up. That's against the spread. So they've been whooping them.
That first game of the season, Lamar showed out with the 5 TDs.
Yeah, and then you got
a couple years ago.
The Dolphins are 1-4-1 against the spread in their last 6 overall. So with that said, guess I'll go first. I'm taking the Ravens in this game. Raider Mike, who you like?
I'm going with I gotta go with Lamar Jackson. Woo! Because ain't nobody going for ain't no Tua playing. Kobe Brissett is playing. I think Tua broke his index finger, I do believe, or something like that. So I don't think he playing, and they wasn't gonna win anyway. Even if he throw for 300 yards, Miami's defense is just not the same right now without those corners. So no, I'm gonna take the Ravens, and they're gonna run away from them.
Raider Mike got the Ravens. I got you down for that. Young G, who you got, man?
Lamar and them. Yeah, I ain't even gonna risk it, man. Yeah, and Lamar Jackson, man, I don't know. He playing at home. Shit.
Yeah, how many home games they got? 10?
No. I'm talking about his home. They playing in Miami.
Oh,
he from Florida. Hollywood Brown from Florida. Like, they gonna show out. Just like, you know what I'm saying? I feel like that's why they've been whooping Miami so much, because they basically playing at home anyways. They got their family, their friends. Kodak Black might be there, you know what I'm saying? You know, he's gonna show out a little bit.
Yeah, they got the whole
the whole
crowd
hood.
there, huh?
Yeah, they bringing the whole hood to Hard Rock Stadium.
Okay, we're gonna move along then. Next up, we got the Saints visiting the Titans. Raider Mike, who you like in this game, man? First of all, let me give you some facts. The Saints are visiting the Titans, and the road team is 4-0 in the last 4 meetings with these teams. Between these two, the Titans are 4-0 against the spread in their last 4 overall. So with that said, who do you like?
I'm taking the Titans.
Titans, huh? Like Titans, that's it? No.
Yeah, I ain't going. I should have took them on Sunday.
I know. All right, Young G, who you like?
And the Titans beat the Rams without Derrick Henry. I'm taking the Titans.
Yeah. So I guess instead of a 4-way combo, we have a 3-way combo this time. Because I'm taking 2.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Well, Shan's gonna pick that one too when he comes.
And they convincingly beat the Rams at that. So
yeah, like my mama did not raise a dummy. I'm definitely riding that one. Next up, we got the Browns visiting the Patriots. The Browns are 2-6 in the last 8 meetings against the spread versus the Patriots. But the Browns are also 5-0 in the last 5 road games versus a team with a winning record. A little conflicting information there, but I guess I'll take this one first. You know what? This one, I'm trusting that Belichick will come up with a defense to stifle Baker. So I'm going to go with the Pats in this. Young G, who you like?
Nick Chubb's not playing. Kareem Hunt's out.
Right, he's COVID. He's out.
Yeah. Kareem Hunt is on the IR. That dude, that running back that had a good game, Dearness Johnson, there's tape on him now. And you know Belichick got that on lock. Plus, I was just reading this little headline earlier, too. It's been 3 decades since Bill Belichick was the Browns head coach and blah, 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 blah. You know, nothing major, but I just think at the end of the day, Bill Belichick doesn't say much, but, you know, I feel like he kind of like got that Tom Brady thing where he got that chip on his shoulder. He was like, I'm gonna show you again why you should have kept me. You know what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So I think good old Bill's gonna whoop up on Baker. They're gonna show why they should have kept Odell. Well, they should have made it work. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I trust Bill Belichick now. I think Pat's gonna go ahead and take that one.
Okay. So you got the Pit Nats. Red or Mike, who you like in this one?
Well, we're gonna take the Patriots. No explanation. No, they ain't got the weapons to.
Got the Pats
I mean,
too.
they got the defense though, but they do got the defense still.
They do.
Yeah, the Patriots.
No, the Browns defense.
Well, the Patriots defense been playing better though.
Yeah, but the Browns got a good defense. They just ain't gonna have too much offense this week.
Yeah, it's gonna be a low-scoring game, man. I think.
Yeah, it will. It's gonna be low. The
Let's
Browns
see.
favors winning high-scoring game, not the low. Because
Next up,
Baker is struggling.
Yeah. Next up, I'm gonna throw us a nice little softball. I think we'll have a 3-way combo on this one. We got the Bills coming off. What? They lost 2 in a row, right? Or just 1?
I think 2. No,
No,
1.
No,
2
no.
because they came off. They lost to the Titans, right?
Yeah.
And then they just lost to the Jags. Yep.
Yeah. So they come off 2 losses, and now they're going to visit the Jets. And I think they got to open a can of ass whooping and get up in there. So I'll go first, and I'm taking the Bills, man. And you guys can give an explanation if you want, but I think I know where you're going. Raider Mike, who you liking this one, man?
Don't take the Buffalo Bills. That's it. We ain't got to do too much talking about that. They got to get back on track. And they found the right team to get on track again.
What about you, young Prophet LaFleur?
After seeing last week's performance, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm very, very, very much thinking about taking the Jets, but I'm taking the Bills.
I bet you're not taking them though. I know you.
I was about to say he's trying to go 6-8 again, huh?
Yeah. I'm gonna take the safe one this time. I ain't gonna be too risky this week.
Shoot,
You know what I'm saying?
About to say, man.
Shit, I mean, I don't know, like you said earlier about the Cowboys, every team has that one like fluke game, and that game against the Jags just blew my mind. They only scored 6 damn points. Shit.
Yeah, I think the best bets of the week is going to be the bet on the Cowboys and bet on the Bills, man, because they about to come out firing. But next up, we got the Bucks visiting the Washington football team. Here we got the road team, which is the Bucks, is 5-1-1 against the spread in the last 7 in this series.
Mm-hmm.
But the Bucks are 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games as a road favorite. But and all that means is basically they could win, but they might not cover that 9.5. You know what I mean? But we'll see. Young G, who you liking this one?
I like the Bucks. I mean, shit. At the end of the day, you see how they played them in the playoffs last year. Yeah, whatever. I'll take the Bucks. Even with Taylor Heineken back there, they playing whatever. No, I'm taking the Bucks, man.
I mean, I'll make mine. I'm going Bucks too. Who you like, Raider Mike?
Well, I can't take old Tiny. We can't.
You can't take Heine, huh?
We can't take
Take
Washington.
Heine, huh?
Nah, he ain't the Heineken. No, we can't take it. We ain't taking it. We'll take the Bucks.
All right,
Yeah.
so we
I
got
ain't
that
gonna
one
go
down.
too far on
No Heine for nobody. So next up, I believe we have a three-way combo coming. I don't know. G sometimes go to his own little march to the beat of his own little drum. So we got the Panthers visiting the Cardinals. The home team, which is the Cardinals, is 7-1 against the spread in the last 8 in this series. Panthers are 5-0 in the last 5 meetings in this series. Got some conflicting information here.
Uh-huh.
I mean, Raider Mike, who you liking this one, man?
I don't care about none of that information. The way that Sam Darnold's throwing the ball to the wrong color
Sam
jerseys,
Darnold's out.
He ain't even
Sam
playing.
Darnold's
I'm
out.
gonna take the Cardinals.
Yeah.
Oh, he ain't playing. Well, shoot, they might win. Shoot, well, who's quarterbacking?
PJ Walker.
I thought it was Philly Brown. No.
They
about the same. They about the same.
Well, they taking Walker. Yeah, PJ Walker. That's right. The PJ Walker dude is playing.
Yep.
And nah.
We said nah.
Cardinals. I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I'll take the Cardinals.
Nah. Okay, Young G, who you liking this one, man?
Shit, I just saw that the Panthers, since Darnold got injured, right? The Panthers are a 10.5-point underdog. Shit. I'm taking the Cardinals, man. Like, even if Kyler Murray don't play,
Keep playing,
I still take the Cardinals, man, regardless.
Well, we're gonna call that one a three-way combeezy because I'm taking the Cards myself. Next up, we got the Vikings visiting the Chargers. The Vikings are 4-0 against the spread in the last 4 meetings between these two teams. You know what I mean? And the Chargers are 1-7 against the spread in the last 8 games in November. I'll take this one first. And you know what? I'm going with history. I'm going to take the Vikings in this game. You know what I mean? Just because I think the Vikings, they play decent football and they surprise. You know, Cousins does his thing. And Chargers, they're just up and down. Chargers may win this game 31-17. Could happen. But I think it's going to be more like a 27-24 game. Vikings come back, win with a field goal. Young G, who you like, man?
You read my mind. I was going to go with the Vikings simply because the Chargers defense, I mean, it's not – just from what I've seen, it doesn't look like all that great. And the Vikings are a pretty well-balanced team. They have a decent passing attack, have a solid run game. I feel like this really all lies on Kirk Cousins, and everybody knows at this point that I really don't like Kirk Cousins. Yep. But, yeah, I'm taking the Vikings. I'm hoping Kirk has a good day, and the Vikings take that good dub.
Okay. Brandon Mike?
Well, I'm kind of leaning on that way anyway. I was going to take the Vikings because I don't trust the Chargers. Not just because I want them to get that L for us to get that W and for them to slide behind us. You know, slide behind us. But I'm going to take the Vikings on. I'm going to take the Vikings on because I think that their offense is more consistent these last couple of games more than the Chargers. Chargers barely won that game against the Eagles.
Yeah.
You know, they won that game by the skin of their teeth. So no, I'm going to take the Vikings because Vikings can run that football and they'll shorten this game up because they can do both. I'll take the Vikings. We got a clean sweep.
All righty. Three-way combo. Next up, we got the Seahawks, which will have Russell visiting the Packers, who should have Aaron. You know what I mean? In this series, the home team, which would be the Packers, is 4-0-1 in the last 5 against the spread. And then the Seahawks are 0-6-1 in their last 7 meetings in Green Bay. Man, that's a cold stat there. You know, with that said, Raider Mike, who you liking this one, man?
Well, I got to go with Aaron lying about the vaccination, Rodgers ass.
Look, he didn't lie. He said I was immunized.
He's lying. So that's
I was immunized.
But the thing is, Kyrie having a hard time. If this fool get the line, he get to play the next week. Kyrie can't even play. I'm taking the Packers shit.
Young G, who you like, man?
Russell's first game back. I don't think he's going to be that much of a factor. Go ahead and take Aaron Rodgers, and they get Devontae this week too, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna take them too. I love DK. I got him on my fantasy team, but shit, I'm go ahead and take that good old pack, man. And they playing in Green Bay. You know, it's about to start snowing up there soon. So
I'm gonna take pack attack coming from way back. Drink Jeep juice, baby. I don't play that jack. So I'm taking the Packers, man. You know what I mean? You know what? I just don't think Seattle want to go up in that cold and play, man. You know what I mean?
think so. I don't think so.
Green Bay will get them. So next up, we have the Eagles visiting the Broncos. And this, man, there's a lot of conflicting information. There's a lot of over and under, but the only significant one they have is the Eagles are 1-6 in the last 7 games after accumulating more than 150 yards rushing in the previous game. And that's one of those stats that make me be like, whatever. You know what I mean? But I can go first in this one. And since this punk-ass Broncos just beat my Cowboys, man, and their defense looked impressive, I think that impressive defense going home against Jalen Hurts could do the same thing to him that they did in Dallas. I don't think the Broncos are all that, but I think they got some confidence beating us. So I think they're going to win this game. So I'm going to take the Donkeys to win this one. Raider Mike, who you like in this one?
Well, the Broncos didn't beat a team that would haven't won a game against a team with a winning record until they played Dallas. I think that was just a bad game for Dallas.
Yeah.
I'm not going. If they played next week, I think they get blown. Dallas would blow them out. But I just, I want to take the damn Eagles because the only reason, they're gonna run their read option. If they can't stop their read option, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have a problem. But since we don't know if they're gonna stop, because this is a team. What is it? The Eagles don't have a winning record, so I'm gonna take Denver, but that's only for this week. Any other week, I ain't taking them because if they play somebody with a winning record, I ain't picking them.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. I think they just got us last week.
They got lucky, man. They caught y'all, thinking this was going. I ain't saying they went in there and said it was going to be an easy game, but technically it should have been an easy win to me. Denver haven't showed me anything that they were looking at good.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, man. So we're all in agreement. That's a 3-way combo. You know what I mean? And we're gonna move right along.
Oh, wait. I ain't picked.
I thought you did. Oh man, my bad. I thought you picked the Donkeys.
No, I was going with
bad.
the Eagles. I'm taking the Eagles.
Are you?
Yeah, I saw the Broncos. I saw the Broncos injury.
My bad. Look.
And you
in.
Fly like an eagle.
See,
that's
you
you
know
in.
what I'm saying?
Fly like an eagle.
I know I'm junior, but damn.
Your spirits are gonna get set free. You gonna fly and get your spirits set free.
You see my glass is low. That means I've been sipping and tipping.
Mine is empty, and I ain't forget. No.
You know that song "Fly Like Eagle," like I was just singing though.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I see Space Jam. I got the shoes.
To the sea, fly like an eagle. They not winning.
Patrick Kane didn't practice this week. Tim Patrick didn't practice this week. Both their starting tackles didn't practice this week.
Push off Patrick's, the wide receiver.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
All that food pushed off Patrick.
Oh man, yeah, no, they got a slew of injuries. I think again, the Broncos.
It's okay, man. I think they lead right at home, G. We're going head to head on this one.
Yeah, we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see.
Next up, let's see. We got the Lions visiting the Steelers, and I'm like, F the Lions. I will never pick them again. I thought they were a team that had heart and they played to the end. I think that was early in the season. I think they've given up. I just don't think they have enough. The Steelers aren't spectacular, but at home, I believe that they're going to pretty much put the Lions in the dirt, man. I mean, there's a reason. The Steelers are favored by 9 in this game. You know what I mean? And then it says the stats, they favor the Lions to win this. The Lions are 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games following against the spread loss. You know what I mean? Which is last week they lost against the spread. And the Steelers are 0-7 in their last 7 games as a home favorite. But they're favored by 9, which means basically the Steelers may win, but they probably won't cover. I'll go first in this one. I'm taking the Steelers. There's no way in hell I'm picking the Lions again this year. So, you know, Young G, who you liking this, man?
Taking the Lions, bro. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm dead ass.
You taking the Lions?
I'm taking the Lions.
The Lions will enjoy.
I'm not even bullshitting. I'm taking the Lions.
I don't
it's
think
against teams. It's
out of
against
the
teams
Lions
like
then,
this.
Gregory.
Look, I think it's against teams like this where I think the Lions, and they're playing on my birthday, so I feel like I'm gonna give them a little luck for their first win. You know what I'm saying?
Well, Young G, let me tell you something. Dave Campbell ain't gonna come out the Lions being alive.
Hey man, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey man,
we're gonna see. Cause
okay, you can go. Yeah,
there's that slight chance.
All be in
if
agreement.
I'm right, I'm gonna be like, gotcha. You know, like I said, it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. That might be the game. That might be the game I actually like watch and pay attention to. I'm gonna be like, oh shit.
Damn. All right, well, Random Mike, who you liking this one, man?
I'm gonna take old slow moving Ben Roethlisberger because boy, he looked bad when he scrambled for that first down. He was struggling.
He did. He looked.
When you look at his face, that fool looked like he was struggling to get them yards. And I was like, man, no, I mean this. I won't pick them. And when they play somebody good, I won't be picking the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah.
It's the Lions. I got to take Pittsburgh. They're not gonna cover, but they're gonna win the game.
Exactly. I'm with you on that. And then who else we got? I'm saving the best for last, y'all. You know.
Yeah, we know what that is.
We got the Jags visiting the Colts right now in this one. And the Jags are 4-1-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings with these two teams, which was shocking to me. You know, the Jags are 10-1-1 in their last 12 meetings between these two teams. That's interesting. And the Colts are 4-0 against the spread against a team with a losing record this year. So with that said, Young G, who you like, man?
Well, I read this report earlier that Carson Wentz is expecting, and he said even if his baby is being born, he's going to play this game. So I'm going to take the Colts. That man is determined. I think that man. That man said, "F my baby, I want to win this game."
About Raider Mike, who you liking this?
Well, I was gonna take the Colts anyway. I can't. You know, the Jags got lucky last week.
Yeah,
they got the gift last week, so they ain't getting a gift this week.
Nah, and they're on the road too.
Yeah,
you know, I'm taking the Colts. We're gonna make that a 3-way combo. It'll be a rib, brisket, and chicken combo right there. So we're now we're gonna have to revert back. There's some teams that I skipped so we can save some of the better information for last. We still got 3 games. We got the Falcons Cowboys game. We got the Chief Raider game. But we'll start off with the Rams visiting the Niners. Let's see. In this game, the road team is 5-2 against the spread in the last 7 games between these two teams, and the Rams are visiting the Niners. The Niners are 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 home games. That's it. Raider Mike, who you liking this one, man?
And the 49ers, they ain't even won a home game, or maybe they won one, but I don't even know if they even won a home game.
I don't think so.
I don't think they have. They looking like us last year. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say it. I mean, you know, you got to win.
I know young Tito is in the chat. I don't know. I don't think he's been waiting for this one, man.
Well, I don't think he was either, but I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna take them Rams with you got Aaron Donald and you got all those shit. Then you're gonna have young old Von Miller coming around the corner. It's because Garoppolo ain't. They gonna have. He might come off to get filled early. I think. Old boy might be playing the game. And then
Trey
the
Lance.
second Trey Lance gonna be. I think he gonna be playing second quarter or something because I think he might get knocked out this game.
That's hard.
Garoppolo.
That's hard right there.
I'm gonna take the Rams.
Okay. Young G, who you like?
I'm taking the Rams, man. You know what I'm saying?
The Rams, huh?
Yeah, they got their revenge. They getting their revenge tour started since losing to Derrick Henry-less Titans.
You know what?
Don't
I think this
dare.
might be a three-way combo,
I
but
was
guess
gonna
what?
say-
I'm about to
I'm
say
gonna take the Niners, man.
Oh,
You know
shit.
why? You know why I'm taking the Niners?
Why? Because you just want to have a different.
Yeah, you
Shanahan,
wanted to switch it up.
his record against McVay is 4-0. I think he goes to 5-0.
Not with Matt Stafford. That was with
That was with golf. That was with golf.
That was with Jared Goff.
That was Jared Goff. Now let's be realistic.
This is
Hey,
Stafford.
man.
Hold on now.
I think he got the formula. The formula, man.
The formula blew up. Hold on,
Formula.
Gregory. Whatever you got in that glass, you sip it. Pass it over to. Yeah, I want to have some of that.
Oh, come on, man. Yeah. I'm gonna let you guys get the glory last. So we'll go Cowboys next, then we'll go Raiders last. You know what I mean? But Falcons are visiting the Cowboys. Falcons are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 meetings against the Cowboys. Cowboys are 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 on turf, and the Cowboys are 5-0 in their last 5 games against the spread against the NFC. Me, I'm looking for a big bounce back game here. My boys, they're favored by 9. I think they win against the spread. I think they're going, man, I think Matt Ryan is about to pay for them losing that last game. So I'm going with my Cowboys, man. Brady Mike, who you liking this one, man?
Well, like I said, Dallas finna go all in on them. I mean, I should have picked Atlanta last week because they came through and won last week. I didn't pick them. I've been picking them. They've been winning.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a different team they playing. This is Dallas Cowboys. I say Dallas bounce back and they come back and hit Atlanta in the mouth. They gonna clip them Falcon wings on Sunday.
Yes. I get that. Young G, I have a feeling you might do a little something different, but let's see what you got,
man. Nah, I agree with you as far as last week being a fluke for the Dallas Cowboys. Dak and them, because I mean, if you look at it, he was playing at a very much. Oh shit! Andrew Wiggins just had a crazy dunk. My bad. I feel like Dak and them, they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up and show out. Dak's gonna show that he's not what he was last week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My boy CD. That's one of my favorite receivers in the league right now, man.
He did nothing last week.
Not a damn thing. I think this is gonna be a week he show out. I think that whole offense is gonna pop out for real.
Man, CD had 2 catches for 23 yards last week.
I think y'all biggest threat, honestly, y'all have to just watch out for Kyle Pitts.
Yeah,
that's about it. Because that man is a dog. But
there's double Kyle Pitts.
I think Calvin Ridley's on IR, if I'm not mistaken.
I think he's out.
Yeah,
double Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, you double Kyle Pitts. I mean, shit, you win the game. Matt Ryan ain't running nowhere. Shit, you know what I'm saying? No, I think y'all gonna take this one, and y'all playing at Jerry's World. It's hard for me to pick against y'all at Jerry's World. I'm gonna be honest. Like,
see what Tito said in the chat about you, G?
Yes, sir. I did. I'm trying to bust the move. Yes. Sir.
All right, now we come to the payoff for my Raider homies. We got the Chiefs visiting the Raiders. The Raiders are at home. The home team is 7-2 in the last 9 games between these two against the spread. And we got the Raiders 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games as a underdog. With that said, I hate to do this to you guys, man, but I'm going with Patty Milk Mahomes. I think the Chiefs will get you guys, man. I think you guys got all this controversy the Raiders are going through. It's going to have to affect the team at some time. I mean, the Raiders, you got the coach calling them up for his faggots, and you know what I mean, calling black men Michelin tire lips. You got freaking wide receivers killing people. You got cornerbacks threatening to kill people. I mean, at some point, it's got to affect you. I think the Chiefs are going to come in there with all them weapons, man, and get you guys, man. Young G, what you think?
I'm gonna be completely honest with the way the Chiefs have been playing this year. It's been so up and down, but there's one thing that the Raiders have this year that they haven't had in the past: defensive line. Even with the loss of David Arnett, our starting corners, they've been playing solid for the most part. I feel like also as well.
Oh, it looks like Shan trying to come back.
Yeah, the Chiefs starting tackle, Mike Rimmers, he's out. So you know who they're gonna put on that side most likely? Yannick Ngakoue or Max Crosby. And if you either way it goes, shit, that's one of the best duos in the league right now as far as when it comes to getting QB pressures and shit like that. And Pat Mahomes running around like he was. We don't have Jonathan Abram in the back like that. We got Jonathan Abram in the box a little bit more this year because we don't have Paul Gunther as a DC. So I'll say all that to say this. And we were the only team to beat the Chiefs. We were one of the few teams to beat the Chiefs in Kansas City, even though we lost at home because, you know, but I'm taking the Raiders just because we have a defensive line this year. And Pat Mahomes doesn't have an O-line. If Pat Mahomes had an O-line, then I'd take the Chiefs.
All right. Shan, you back in the house, man?
Yeah, my dude, man. Fucked around and had a little putt beater for 480. They fucked around and gave me a drop top stang for 460. So what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm saying?
Say what you gonna do is you gonna pick this Raiders game versus the Chiefs. Who you got, man?
I'm taking the Raiders, but you know, win, lose or die, bro. But like honestly, you know, even though they got a lot of adversity going on, I think they got more talent. It's just a question of Versace rigging them in and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I was a Chief fan, I would really be questionable about Mahomes, bro. You know what I mean? And it's not just him. It's just like it's kind of that shit that was going on with what's his name? All the running option motherfucking quarterbacks, bro. You know what I mean? They use them up, except for Lamar. Like Lamar is the truth, but what's his name? Reggie the third, whatever his name, the third, except
RG3?
for RG3. Yeah, they chew him up, spit him out, and shit like that.
And Mahomes ain't none of that, man.
Yeah, exactly. But
he ain't no running quarterback, man.
Yeah, he doesn't have the supporting cast. But like I think me and you talked about it when they first won the Super Bowl. They like, oh, the team ain't figured him out yet. You know what I'm saying? Once they figure him out, it's going to be a problem. You know, and Andy Reid is like 70-something years old. He wants to go out with a nice win under his belt under whatever cost. He's not trying to build an empire. You know what I'm saying? So Gruden was trying to do that. He just had skeletons in his closet that he didn't know he was going to have to deal with because older motherfuckers don't know how long technology go back. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
so
let me continue in saying I 100% disagree with that. Negro. No. But Raider Mike.
So you taking the Chiefs?
Hell yeah.
So I'm gonna be the first one to tell you. I'm gonna call you and say I told you so Sunday, Greg.
Oh, that's cool.
I'm gonna call you and tell you because and Yannick and when Ngakoue come around that corner, Mad Max coming around that corner, he ain't got no protection. You only score 14 points against Green Bay with a no. Their defense is trash, and we're gonna show the reason why their defense is trash because we're gonna score more than 7 points against them. The Raiders are gonna win this game, And I'm going to tell you that right now. We're going to go out there and, hey, like I said, this is the coach's job to get these guys ready to play. These players know that they're professionals first. Whatever they got, any problems you got you got to leave them at the door. Once we come out that damn tunnel, you're going to come out swinging, punching, and kicking
and the 100
right in they damn mouth. And I'm taking the Raiders. Bottom line, even though I'm a Raider fan or not, doesn't matter. They don't have. We're going to do exactly what everybody else been doing. Take Travis Kelce out the game. Well, we're going to take Tyreek out the game. We double him and play zone across the middle for Travis Kelce and put pressure on the quarterback and put him on his ass. That's how we're going to win that game.
Oh, okay.
Bottom line.
Hey, but look, the 100 with Arnett is like Maylock. He came out and said, look, we was exercising due diligence. We,
Homie, are you still on that? What are you
talking
talking
about,
about,
man?
No, I'm talking about the
picks.
Raiders with what they got going on in the controversy shit. You know what
We
I'm
ain't
saying?
worried about Arnett. Arnett was a bad seed. He's gone. Bye. Ain't nobody thinking about him.
Period.
Say, boy, we passed that, man. Arnett, he is out of
No,
there.
I'm not. Well, I'm talking about why I picked the Raiders. Anyhow, go ahead, man. Like, some people are gonna be like, oh, there's gonna be adversity, the Ruggs or Arnett shit, whatever the shit. Like, Arnett is not like Ruggs when it comes to like the adversity that they got to deal with. They knew that they was gonna have to deal with Arnett sooner or later. It was just a question of when. They was just gambling and shit.
But how though? He was on the IR. Why do you? That's like that movie Friday. It's like, bruh, you got fired on your day off. Like, how did that happen? You know what I mean?
but dude, like the recruiting shit, all that shit. Even Maylock was like, look, we looked into the shit and we handled it with delicate gloves. Obviously, we were wrong. Whatever. Basically, they were like, we gave the young man a chance. Like, don't hold that against us, type shit. It was up to motherfucking Arnett to turn this shit around. But what I'm saying is for Raider fans to be like, oh, first, the Gruden shit, first Ruggs, and then Ruggs, and now Arnett. What the fuck is Arnett? Ain't got nothing to do with that. They knew that he was going to be a problem sooner or long. They was just trying to figure out how long they could get away with him acting the ass, bro, before he showed his true colors. They was like, look, dude, you got a chance. Grow up and make some shit. And they was like, oh, well, we knew this was going to come sooner or later. Fuck it. But it don't have nothing to do with all the other shit going on. Because, like, while I was on the train wearing my Raider gear, everybody was like, oh, my God, so many problems got going on. You guys got going on. And they just let Arnett. I was like, Arnett ain't got nothing to do with the Ruggs and the Gruden shit, man. They knew he was going to be a problem, bro. They got a backup plan, is all I'm saying.
With that said,
all right, we done rolled snake eyes on him.
Yeah,
that's
about to say, y'all rolled the dice, you lost, you crapped out.
You snake eyes on that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With that said, that's another week of football fan talk on GLX Sports. You want to thank the fellas for tuning in. Thanks, Shan, trying to do it moving over there on his way from NorCal down to SoCal. I'm your host, Big G. Thank you for joining, and you guys, y'all can sign off however y'all want to sign off, man.
Yeah, like I said.
Hey, look, I'm about to dial in and watch y'all shit on the YouTube shit because I didn't get to make my predictions. Do I get to chime in after the fact, or
that's what I'm saying? Just text me your picks. I already told everybody how you was gonna cheat when you wasn't around. But go ahead.
You already got the cheat sheet, but you know what?
Shit.
But like I said,
Hey, look. Hey, just let me know how I'm gonna cheat so I could cheat the right way. That's all I'm asking.
He said, "Give me the answers that I need."
Say, when you hear the playback, we'll know. Matter of fact, text me your picks tomorrow by 12 so I can have them locked in, and then I'll print it out for everybody.
No, I'll get them at you tonight, man, because it's been a good ass day, man. On the train, everybody was loving us, and then we went to get a rental car, bro.
Let us all sign off.
A bucket. And these motherfuckers gave us a drop top Mustang for $20 less, bro.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
So I'm like, it's all love. And then I got an interview for Empire Records tomorrow for a studio manager on video shit, bro. So it's all like, let's go.
Let's go, man. But everybody sign off. Say how you gonna sign off, man. Let's do this, man.
All right, for sure, man. I'll talk to you in a minute, dog.
All right, Playboy. Yeah.
All right.
Y'all sign off how y'all want to, man.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna sign off like this. Like I said, GL Sports. This is funny. This is a good show. Like GL Sports is sponsored by Nikki. Get your lazy ass off my daughter's couch and get your ass a job. And also sponsored in part by, that motherfucker Jones production. Remember motherfucker
Yeah,
Jones?
nigga.
But anyway, that's all I want to say.
All right.
Man, all right. It's your boy, the Prophet, Young LaFleur. Watch me come take my crown, as I rightfully should. Bounce back coming soon. I'm signing off.
Well, I ain't never
Till
left.
next week.
So, you know, I'm still on top.
Hey, this ain't about you. This ain't about you.
I'm on top of the game like Jay-Z.
Hey, so Shan,
Yeah.
right here, do I just leave or what?
What do you mean? Oh yeah,
Stop
like
the
you should be
recording.
like at the thing. If you leave, it will say leave
This is on
meeting
YouTube, by
or
the way,
end
so,
meeting for everybody, type shit.
And then that's it, right? As the host, that's all I
Yeah,
have to do.
that cancel.
that's
Yeah,
it.
and you
All
good,
right.
bro.
All right, y'all do your thing, man. Love y'all. I'll holler at y'all tomorrow.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
man.
sir.
Shit, I wish I could be a part of everything, but I'm having a great time, bro. Loving life, man. Y'all loving y'all niggas. Let's go.
Peace.
All
Two
right.
fingers.
Holla later.
Later.
Gotta eat my dinner. All right. We still on? Nah, we off.